James or Sue Ellaby. Sue, we'll start with you. I'm excited about this product. I was in a lot of pain after surgery, and I refused to continue taking medication that the doctor had prescribed because so many of the side effects. I thank God that I started using the cream on my back and on my side. Our co-founder said, put it underneath your tincture. And I started doing that, and I just thank God for the healing that is taking place in my body. Thank you, Sue. And see, the proof is in the pudding. Sylvia Covington, and Sylvia, are you out there? My name is Sylvia Covington, and I just love this product. It has truly changed my entire family's life, gave us a better quality of life. From my daughter who had anxiety, pacing up and down the floor, and now she knows when she's doing that, just bake or put the teachers under her tongue, and it will stop her. I also have a goddaughter who she's bipolar, and she gets manic, and she's really can't sleep for night, so she started vaping, and now she is able to sleep at night, and she doesn't have those episodes. To my husband, he's had high blood pressure since he was 18 years old. He's now 70 years old. We started him to vaping, and before, when he was on the medication, he would go to the doctor. His blood pressure was still 85/80, and now that he's vaping and putting his teachers under his tongue, his blood pressure, the last time I went to the doctor, was like 1/60. So we're really happy about that. Even to myself, who has knee pains and back pains, I put the topical on and I'm ready to work for the day. I am just so flat out excited about what we have and what we can do with what we have to change so many people's lives. Thank you so much, Sylvia. And I have someone that I'd like to bring on, Miss Terry Anderson.
Good morning. I'm so excited to share my story. I have been experiencing my eye health issues since I was a teenager. A couple of years ago, I woke up and I was having some issues with one of my eyes that was not in balance. It was clearly that it was out of balance. And it encouraged me to go to the doctor, which I did. It was announced as a eye health issue. They gave me some prescription, which I was excited to take because I was not in balance with my eye. When I took it, I went back to the doctor. They had me come in about 2 weeks later, and nothing changed. So they put me on another prescription, and I went back, nothing changed. And it went on for a minute, and nothing changed. And so that's one of the last procedures that they were talking about. They did dye in my eye. That situation took my eye health where it was. It made it double worse. And so I was like, measuring and wondering what they were doing. I said, this ain't making sense. And then the last thing they said to me was, we're going to have to put you on steroids. And I knew I wasn't going on steroids. So at that point, I was looking for something different. I started trying some wellness products and eating healthier, etc. And it got a little better, but it would flare up. And later on, a friend of mine shared with me, she said, I have something for you. And at that point, I was ready. And I was like, how much is it? Where do I meet you? And how do I use it? That's where I was. And so I met up with them, and I was introduced to the vape. And I had never smoked in my life. I kind of had the stigma on me as well. But I was willing to try it because I said, this is going to take me out of this pain. Was very uncomfortable, was inflammation. This is going to take me out of that situation. I'm willing to try it. So I tried it. And of course, when I first started vaping, I didn't do it right. I was just doing my best. And a couple of days went by. Things probably started to feel better right away, but I wasn't ready to believe it. And I just kept vaping and vaping. And after about 8 days, I realized wow, I don't feel the same. The symptoms that I was having were gotten better. And I'm like, wow, this is really working. So I used to vape all the time. I still do vape a lot. But I also started to tincture as well. So I combined the two, vaping and tincture, and it put everything in control. And so while that was happening, I didn't realize that my anxiety, because we were being educated that, it helps with anxiety. And I realized I had anxiety really out of control, but I wasn't dealing with it. And my anxiety got resolved by 80 to 90%. And the third thing that happened from my body was that I realized I was in a deep sleep. I learned later that I was having a REM sleep where I was dreaming. I was just gone. Like a herd of horses could have went past me. I didn't hear it. I was in a deep sleep. So I'm telling you, I'm excited about the product. Thank you so much, Phyllis, for giving me.
Wow. Thank you so much, Terry. You have so many testimonies because the longer you use it, the more testimonies that you will have and that you will realize, wow, this product is really making a huge difference in my life. As you use the product continue, you'll see more and more results.